They have the electric mandate. We'll be ending the electric mandate. All electric cars, all electric cars. We'll be ending that immediately.
All right, Donald Trump saying that if the cars are so great, they should sell themselves. Others, even in the industry, including Elon Musk, are kind of open to that idea. He is, of course, supporting the president, big EV maker himself with Tesla. Mike Caudill joins us right now, auto expert, and he's attending one of these big RV shows, I believe among the biggest in the country right now. And, you know, there's a big market there for electric EVs and the like. Mike, what do you make about this, you know, full-scale assault, I guess, as far as when it comes to government mandates and the rest for EVs of any type?
Good afternoon, Neil. You know what? You're exactly right. And President Trump's announcement yesterday is welcomed by the greater auto industry and will be welcomed by the RV industry as well. It's all about relaxing regulation, and that's simply what he said yesterday. You've heard the president of Ford Motor Company, Jim Farley, talk about shifting some of its resources away from battery technology and into hybrid technology. And that's exactly what Thor Industries is doing here in Elkhart at the RV Open House Show. Over my shoulder, this is a battery electric vehicle with an onboard generator. And this is a great technology. It's called a series hybrid, Neil. So unlike a Toyota RAV4 that's a hybrid that is an engine powered with a little bit of battery, this one's all battery but powered with a little bit of onboard generator, and that's gasoline. So the news is welcomed by the industry, and in the end, it's all about giving consumers and automakers freedom with choice, Neil.
Yeah, and I always thought that was such a decent middle ground idea, that if you want one, you have it. If you want the other, you have that too as a backup. It's the best of both worlds. Toyota seemed to seize on this before a lot of folks, and it's worked out well for them. Where do you see this whole thing going?
Well, I think this technology that Thor is integrating will be something that you actually see the auto industry take on as well. This RV over my shoulder gets up to 500 miles of total range, and that's with the range generator. With pure electric, you have 150 miles. But Neil, you and I, we love performance. They announced that this has a 0 to 60 time of 6 seconds. Now, of course, this is a test pilot here, but they announced that it's going to go into production next year. So when you ask the question, where do we see this going? Thor absolutely has intention of bringing this to market in 1 year from now.
You know, I was always surprised by, you know, I remember when J.D. Vance had said that the average vehicle in this country is costing $50,000, and people piled on him. But he's actually right. I think it's about $47,000, $48,000. And that is a jarring figure for a lot of people who have now been stretching out payments for cars they purchased with 7, 8, 9-year leases and/or financing terms. So there could be a big backup of Americans who want to get into new vehicles but presently can't. What do you see happening?
Well, we know that the used car market right now is still strong. There's a lot of opportunity for people to move into that side of the market if they want to go used. But what I'm seeing here in Elkhart, and this is really interesting, that the average buyer of an RV now is 32 years old. And yesterday I had a chance to walk around. There are RVs sub $20,000. So when it comes to where we're going and what consumers are going to be looking for, affordability, obviously with interest rates still high, although half point down, they're still interested in finding things that are affordable. And in the case of the RV industry, it gives consumers a chance to get out and have a little bit of fun. So you take those two and combine them together. I think you have a recipe for success, especially with the excitement here in Elkhart.
You know, you're good at what you do, young man. I appreciate that. Mike Caudill following all of that in beautiful Indiana, Elkhart, Indiana. I want to expand this a little bit more with my next guest, Jay Woods. You, of course, know him as an expert.